All right, it's the DSP on Dash Radio, and joined with me, some girls that we've been playing on the show for a few weeks now. They're not doing dumb shit right now. They're hanging out with us. It's Cat and Calmell. The girls joined me from Sydney. How you both doing?
Good, thank you. Love that intro.
Thank you.
I
know. It's great to finally link with you. We've been playing dumb shit for a few weeks now, and it's been getting a great response. This is the first song that we've got from you guys, and it's already at that level where it's just absolutely like amazing and ready to go out to the world. Kat, let's talk to you first. How did you guys find each other, lock in together?
We initially met like at this like singing lesson dance place for like after school stuff, and Calmell had already been there for a few years, and I had just moved back from China, and I started going to this place because my friend was like, hey, come here with me, and I was like, okay. And then Calmell was kind of like top bitch of the school, like very much, like she run the place, she had been there.
She tells everyone that I was just like, yeah, I've been here for so long. It probably seemed like it. I was just very insecure, Kat. You have to understand. But
I love your interpretation of how Kat speaks. That's amazing.
She honestly tells everyone like, yeah, we kind of hated each other when we first met. I'm like, I loved you from the moment I met you. I loved you. Look, I probably got a bit of a brat, yeah. But people change, people evolve, and now.
And then like a year later, we were in this bathroom together in LA, and we had an asthma attack at the same time, like while she was on the toilet, and it was just this very strange but like intimate moment. And then ever since then, we've been inseparable.
What do you do for each other in that moment? You're both having asthma attacks. Like you pass each other the puffer, or what's the go with that?
Oh no! Like I was like TMI, but I was pooping on the toilet, and me and Kat were we were like friends at that point, but it was kind of weird because like we were new to this whole like LA thing, and it was really weird. And she joined me in the toilet for some reason. I don't know. I was like, "Hey, you want to join me?"
I don't remember the specifics.
I don't remember. No.
All girls join each other in the toilets.
It's a ritual. You have to do it.
And then we just ended up laughing so hard that we both had an asthma attack, and then we really bonded over the fact that we both had asthma. And
I don't know.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Well, I love that you bonded over a toilet interaction and really becoming great friends. Calmell, for you, music, obviously you've been working together for 2 years now, but that wasn't the start for music for you. What did music look like before?
I think Kat and I both had different experiences with music. Like I was just trained like with musical theater and ballet and all that stuff, which as I grew up, I was like, okay, this totally is not me. And Kat had her own experiences doing like shows in China. So we had very different learning experiences. But in terms of like doing music together, like, as you said, we did start working together 2 years ago, but even years before that, like we were just doing stupid videos on YouTube, and it was honestly just so dumb. But I think that honestly like set up the foundation for us to like write together now, because now we're super comfortable. I feel like we're genuinely just synced, because every time we write, we're just like always on the nose about what we want to write about and how we're going to approach it. So
how did the decision come? Because you guys have known each other for more than 2 years, but when did that real like idea or decision come that it was like, you know what, we could do this together and start a duo?
We had been doing stuff together, like Calmell said, making videos, and we were just always over at each other's houses, and like we were essentially already inseparable and kind of like started developing just a codependency on each other. And then we got the chance to do this studio session with the producer that made Dumbshit, and that was the first song that we wrote together. And it just like worked because there was that basis of like such close friendship, and we were just like, why don't we just do this thing together? Like it doesn't, it kind of makes sense. We can't live without each other now, and it's like we might as well also just do this music thing together. And it kind of just like everything worked and everyone was into it, and the music happened, and we were just like, sweet, amazing.
That producer you're talking about is Alex Wildwood. How was that moment, being in the studio, and did it all click and come together really seamlessly?
That was the first time we worked with Alex, hey? With Dumbshit. Yeah. I don't know, with Dumbshit, everything came together really fast. We wrote it all in one session. And then we got together because Alex lives in New Zealand and we obviously live in Sydney. So I think 2 years later, we met up again in Sydney just to sort of go over the songs that we wrote together. And it's just crazy to think like how everything came together so quickly. Because obviously now, like, as our music's evolving, we're just trying to, I don't know, it's a little bit tougher writing music now, because I think then we're like, oh, we don't care, let's just like make a song. So it came together really quick. But Alex is absolutely awesome. Like, we've got a couple songs with him as well, and it's just everything is super easy when you've got that like connection with the producer, because I think that's really important. All of our favorite songs we have together, like, we're super tight with the producer, and I think they're kind of over us because sometimes like in our session we can get a little bit weird,
really like just a little bit crazy and a little bit TMI, and then they're all just like, oh, okay.
Studio session over. Okay, so Kat, how was it for you, you know, I guess sitting on this song for so long? Had you written it, you know, 2 years ago, and knowing the quality and the meaning and what you guys wanted to do with it, how's that experience?
Because sitting on it ourselves and then it going through mixing and mastering and hearing it back like a million times, it starts to like lose that initial thing of when we first wrote it and we were like, wow, we love this song, or like, I'm so excited that we did this thing together. And then having like really like worked on it for so long and having had it for so long, we were kind of like, oh gosh, like, is this even a good song anymore? Like, we don't know anymore. Like, it's just, but it's been really cool to actually have it released and hearing people's feedback and hearing people who have listened to it for the first time tell us how the song made them feel and how much they love the song, because hearing other people actually like the song is just like really helps us, because we're like, look, we don't even know anymore. We've had it for so long, but it's just so awesome to hear that people actually like the song and they're enjoying it, because, you know, they're actually hearing it for the first time when we've heard it so many times.
Has there been one person that's reached out or someone that's made a comment or something that's really surprised you and you guys have both been like, oh my God, that's crazy?
Oh my gosh. Actually, when it first played on the radio, we had
someone like,
me and Kat were literally like in tears. Like, someone was like, what did they say? Like, this is so like different.
Like a lady named Bonnie, and she just like called in and she like said the most beautiful thing about the song. And this was like it being premiered on Good Nights, and she called in and was like giving her review of the song. We were just like, as if like someone actually likes the song this much. It was like our first review of the song, and it was just the best review that we got. Yeah, it was awesome.
Like, I've even got a couple like DMs saying like, your song Dumbshit really like helped pull through my week. Like, I've had such a bad week, and like, I just always look forward to hearing your song. And I'm like, really? Are you sure?
even like people from my old high school would like send me a message. They were like, this is our year 12 song. Like, this is our year 12 anthem. And like everyone in the grade were just like repping Dumbshit. Yes.
I love that. So out of the two of you, and I think the music video is great, and it really tells such an amazing story as you kind of revolve through that. But there's got to be one of you that is more likely to do dumb shit. Who would it be out of the two of you? We're pointing at Calmell.
That would be me. Yeah.
Was the music video? Was it like, all right, let me just like write down all the things that I've done along the way, and we'll just reenact them?
Oh my God, it was so funny because our pseudo video, it was kind of like our lyric video. We just got a bunch of like old videos from the past few years of literally us just doing dumb shit, and like, but it's weird because like you don't really think to video anything when you're actually like in that moment and doing like stupid shit. I'm like, we don't have enough content. Like, no one understands like how actually like stupid we are.
The extent of the dumb shit that we do.
Yeah. But yeah, that's definitely me. And like, I'm the oldest, so I don't know how that.
So realistically, you should be the one setting the example for Kat, but it's the other way around. She's the one mothering you.
I set an example to some extent, right?
I'm just like the voice of reason, and then Kamal will be like, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, but let's take a step back and think about this. What are the ramifications? Is this a good idea?
You're the little angel on the shoulder, and Calmell's the little devil on the other shoulder, and you're just back and forward with the group. We shouldn't do that.
It's actually so funny. And we've got our best friend Max as well, so it's the three of us, and it's always like Kat's being reasonable. I'm like, let's cause a muck. Like, you know what I mean?
So you guys have signed some big deals with, some management and some label stuff that's kind of going on. Has that, blown your mind? Are you guys, is it real that, you have these people that are pushing your music and are really getting around the brand?
Like we went to our label's ARIA viewing party, and we met a bunch of people from the company that we hadn't met before, and them all saying like, "Oh, we've seen all this stuff, and we just recently filmed a bedroom session," and then them being like, "We heard about the bedroom session, we're so excited." And it's like people that we hadn't even met yet, and it's like in moments like that, I'm like, it's so crazy that there's so many people like behind the scenes who like help make things happen, and yeah, it's really crazy. Like Calmell and I sometimes we're like, shit, I feel like. Do we deserve this? This is kind of strange. Like so many people are working so hard for us. I'm like, is this really? But it's really awesome. And I think like, yeah, we just got so lucky, like with the people that we met along the way, and everything was so serendipitous, and like, we love our team, and it just all kind of came together so well. And I have no idea how it happened.
Like, I don't know if it's because of this whole, like, everything's over Zoom thing, or like, because we signed our deal right before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So like, that was like really exciting. We met the team, we signed the deal. Everyone was like, woo. And I was like, ah. And then now like,
we're going on the road. We're going to tour and do all this stuff.
We're going on tour. And then we didn't. And then, like all these other teams we're meeting and like networking with, like it's all over the internet. So it doesn't feel real.
Mm-hmm.
And even our management is from America, and we still haven't met them in person yet because like we met them during COVID and everything was through Zoom, but still they're great. Can't wait till the day that we actually finally get to meet in person.
They stay up till like the late hours of the night because of the time difference.
Mm-hmm.
So just want to shout out to them because I think they stay up till like 3 a.m. their time just to make sure, like, I don't know, we're on top of things. And I'm like, what time is it over there?
Guys, go to sleep. What time is it over there?
That's good management. That is good management. They're keeping an eye. They're making sure they're available no matter what time zone. So I think you really have got an amazing team around you, and you can tell by the way that, your music is being put out there. And you said you went to the ARIA viewing party. Was that like a moment where you were like, yo, next year, this is going to be, this is going to be us.
The whole time we were like, oh, this is going to be us next year.
They were like, best group. And we were like, Cat and Calmell.
We were literally thinking our name. We were like, Dumbshit. And we're like, okay, we need to read the room. But I've always, I don't know, ever since I was a kid, like I've seen like the ARIAs and all those awards, and I'm like, I'm going to be there one day. And then I'm like finally there, and I'm like, it's all just at a bar and we're just sitting around drinking and like watching it through a TV. And I'm like, something's not right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll forever remember that experience of that ARIAs. And I think, as tough as it is, we will all remember this last year, and hopefully we get out of it soon enough. And it will be one of those ones that it distinguished the beginning of your careers and certain types of moments in our lives. Have you guys over the last, I guess year or maybe even 2 years, realistically, because you wrote this song so long ago, what's the bank looking like of songs? Like, it must be crazy right now.
We have basically the release for like next year all lined up. We have the EP done, and we have like even more songs over the EP because we haven't stopped writing even during COVID. We've done sessions over Zoom and stuff, and there are a lot of songs. And it's like, it's also like frustrating not frustrating, but it's like so weird that people are listening to Dumbshit, and I'm like, you guys aren't ready. There's so much more in the bank. Like, I just want it all to be out there. Like, I'm ready.
You guys, you posted on Instagram the other day saying that you've got something for the people before the next single release. What are we doing? We just giving out a song that's not a single? We do a video? Like, what are you girls up to?
We did a little bedroom session down at my house actually. But yeah, we did a little acoustic version of Dumbshit, and we did a cover. I'm not going to spoil what song we did. Okay. And we also did an acoustic version of our next single. Mm-hmm. So that's what we have going before the next one comes out.
Yeah. So is 2021, you know, how does it start off for you guys? What's the plan? I know that there's still some things up in the air, but you know, what's the aim if everything goes well with what's going on at the moment?
We're hoping to put out our next single in January, like beginning of January, maybe even on my birthday, because my birthday's in January. That'd be awesome. So if everything goes to plan, there will be a lot of music coming out next year.
That's exactly what I want to hear, because all we do is play music, and it's been great to meet you guys for the first time, and you know, get a little bit of understanding who Cat and Calmell are. But as I said earlier, you know that Dash Radio and the DSP are here to support and show love, because you're making us Australia proud, you girls.
Oh my God, sorry, you're gonna make me cry.
Thank you. Stop it.
Come on, cry. It'd be great for the promo if you just cry right now.
Oh my God, what the?
Dustin makes Calmell cry.
Headlines.
Yeah. Nah, thanks, girls. Appreciate it. And whenever you need anything, you've always got a home here on the DSP.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.